What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to the channel. So picking up on Marvel Future Fight content, and our first sneak peek for the February update is T4 Beta Ray build. If you missed it, take a look at the T and the A, and you'll notice that the A will change into a, oops, didn't go further enough back, and you'll notice that the A turns into a 4 very quickly and then goes away. A little bit lazy, you know, in terms of the developers, but there you have it. We essentially are getting a T4 and Beta Ray build, which is also a signal of other things to come, specifically the Annihilators. So let's talk real quick about Beta Ray build, and then we'll talk about the Annihilators. So here we go on the forums. This is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. This superhero has enhanced his powers to become a champion for his people, the Corbinites. Check out the new look and abilities of this superhero who wields the Twilight Sword. So very interesting that they bring this in, that we're going to get T4 Beta Ray build. He's going to be wielding the Twilight Sword, and along with that we're going to be getting a probably update for the Annihilators. So who are the Annihilators? Essentially, this was one of my favorite runs in Marvel Future Fight and Marvel Comics, where essentially after who was it, Richard Rider and Star-Lord were battling Thanos in the Cancerverse, which was like this other dimension where you couldn't die. Think of like zombies for some reason, but you couldn't die. This team was formed by Cosmo when everybody thought that they were, you know, dead. And so essentially you had Gladiator, Ronin, Surfer, and Beta Ray Bill, and then Quasar. Now I put up this picture of Quasar because this is Admiral Kincaid's Quasar, but there was another Quasar that was in the picture at the time, and that was Wendell Vaughn. So prior to Admiral Kincaid. So we essentially have the potential to receive one new character for the game, basically on that, and then we could see uniform updates for at least 4 other characters. I don't know how they would go about updating Silver Surfer's look for this, and then, you know, same thing for Gladiator. I don't know that we get a uniform update for him, because the uniform never really changes for Gladiator, and I guess they could change the look of Ronin, go back to his Annihilation look. So we had his Annihilation look that he had here, and they could go back to his Annihilation look and do a updated look for him here, maybe, you know, bring it into, you know, 2024. So essentially that's the team that we're basically looking at. This could be a potentially good update, because even though Richard Rider, Nova, even though Nova is not a part of the team necessarily, he does come and help out with the team as he makes his triumphant return from the Cancerverse after helping Star-Lord break free and Thanos getting loose, which basically leads into the Thanos imperative with the rest of the Annihilators team. So we could potentially see these 6 characters inside of the February update. Maybe not Richard Rider, but I'm hoping to God Richard Rider, at the very least, give him something, like give my man something, so that way he can move on, like and move into power, you know, a transcendence, so that way we can see him possibly getting a T4 at some point. But since we know that Beta Ray Bill is going to get the T4, and you know where we stand with like Gladiator, I don't potentially see anybody else getting anything more than tier 3 or tier 4, which doesn't bring a whole lot of value to veteran players for the update, because you essentially just have 2 characters that you can lean on in terms of tier 4. So we could potentially see Beta Ray Bill as the feature, and then we could see Silver Surfer as the mid-month receiving their tier 4s. Now this is also important, because if we looked at the roster of where you're getting Beta Ray Bill and where you're getting Gladiator from, you're essentially making your way over into more Epic Quest items, right? So we're taking a look back into the Epic Quest, and we would have to go to our Galactic Imperative Epic Quest, where you can see the Ruler of the Empire here, and Gladiator was a need. So this could be another, you know, for new players, this could be another you know, wallet chasing, you know, wallet chasing endeavor, because you essentially need to get all these characters basically to get your annihilators going back again, because, you know, Beta Ray Bill was part of this, Nova was a part of that new character line inside of there. And then you're looking at, you know, you're looking at Gladiator. So I'm hoping at the very least, I think that what we should probably more than likely see with this release is basically a team up in terms of those 6 characters. At a bare minimum, we're probably looking at, you know, in the first feature, probably getting something for Gladiator, getting something for Beta Ray Bill, maybe seeing a Transcendence, you know, or something of that sort for Richard and and then probably getting Silver Surfer in the mid-month, and then maybe the character introduction for Wendell Vaughn's version of Quasar. So it could be a very exciting. These are some of my favorite characters. Most of the cosmic characters inside of the Marvel universe are really my favorite characters, more than the Earth-based characters like the Avengers and so forth. So I'm really looking forward to this update, especially if we get something in terms of T4 for Silver Surfer. I think that would have a major impact. I think Beta Ray Bill getting his T4 is going to be a major impact on the game, because there are a lot of fans of Beta Ray Bill. So those in alone, I think that, you know, this grouping right here has less of an impact, because I don't think Nova is as popular as we would hope, or I would hope that he is, very much less alone Gladiator being as popular as he is. But it would be nice to see Gladiator get something more than what the hell he's got right now, in terms of just being a tier 2 from an Epic Quest and having like a tier 3 and a potential tier 4. Ronan's been shit since he's ever been introduced in the game, so we'll have to see what it is. But I'm hoping for something. At least probably the standouts in this is going to be Beta Ray Bill and Silver Surfer, but you notice that they're both universal, so there'll be 2 new universal tier 4s if it does go that way. Now it's kind of hard to argue that, because you're not going to really get outside the wave of looking at the Annihilators any other way. Looking at the Annihilators, you know, essentially these are the runs for the Annihilators inside here, and the character list is always the same, with the exception that you have Nova maybe joining. But you can see Wendell Vaughn over here, Quasar, Beta Ray Bill, Gladiator, Nova, Silver Surfer. So we could get a return to his silver look, and then the Annihilation look for Ronan. So like, I don't see any other way around if that's what we're going to be getting. Now, does that mean that we stand a chance of maybe seeing some villain updates inside of here, where we get the like of Annihilus, Blastar, or any of these characters in here? It would be nice, right? But I doubt it. Maybe we see some Avengers or something like that down the line. I don't know. That would be maybe too smart. But that's essentially what we're looking at probably for the February update. Be nice to see the Silver Surfer return back to his old form instead of being the Black Surfer. So we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, peace.